with the king under fire there in the corner, but it backfires. Oh, man.
Well, Wesley hasn't survived a single time scramble this entire match against Magnus. Magnus is just too accurate when both sides have 2 seconds on their clock. The guy is, mate in one. Who cares? He found a way to win the rook. And sometimes chat makes too big of a deal of missed mates, Danny. When you see a way to win a rook, you're often not even looking for checkmate. Remember, he's got 2 seconds on his clock. I know it's hard to admit it, but Magnus is sometimes still a human.
Well, again, unless you saw the mate before you went into the line, Danya, you're right, and it is actually the correct approach from a human's perspective, because as we always say, humans don't care about the best way to win. They care that they win. And computers make things look silly in terms of the math, and, you missed mate one, this and that, but obviously Magnus doesn't care because scoreboard, as the kids would say, right? A dub's a dub. And or as Vin Diesel would say for all of those coloring book fans out there, winning's winning. Inch a mile. Family is family. Inch a mile.
I do know who Vin Diesel is, but I've never seen a movie with him.
Okay, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy? You know he's the voice of Groot.
Nope. I have not seen. Is that a superhero movie?
Yes.
I don't watch superhero movies.
What about Fast and Furious, which is basically a superhero movie?
Nope.
Okay.
I like action movies, but I feel like that's too much action and not enough, slow plot development for my taste.
That's probably the understatement of the century when it comes to Fast and Furious.
Yeah, exactly.
So I agree with you. No disagreements there. Yeah. There's a lot of mixed results on how people feel about Fast and the Furious. I'm just leave it at that.
Hey, different strokes for different folks, chat.
That's right. Although speaking of Tyler 1, who was mentioned earlier and recently reached the 1,000 rating plateau, shout out to you, Tyler. We know you're watching chess shows these days, secretly, alone on your phone, making sure that no one hears you. Don't tell your brother E-Rob. I think Vin Diesel could play Tyler 1 in a movie. What do you think, chat? Let's have some fun here. Who plays Tyler 1 in the movie about him becoming the greatest chess player of all time? Right? I think it's such an improbable plot that you need an actor like Vin Diesel to pull it off. So I nominate Vin Diesel to play Tyler 1. If anyone in chat can give me a better suggestion than Vin Diesel to play Tyler 1, you get a 1-year diamond membership. You have to convince the judge of 1. That's me.
You're the judge, jury, and executioner, Danny.
I am on this one. So.
Okay. Opposite colored bishop endgame. Another better position for Magnus Carlsen. Will this be number 8? What?
Sorry,
What?
Danny DeVito was a great suggestion. Jason straight. Okay, this is good. The Rock is certainly up there, but no, I think that the Rock is too tall. Vin Diesel is shorter than he appears, and I think Tyler 1 is also pulling some shenanigans, if I get a feeling. Margot Robbie to play Tyler 1. Okay. Anyway, you guys are off the rails. Back to the chess.
Back to the chess and back to a suffering endgame for Wesley. Down on the board, down on the clock. How many times have we said that in the 3-minute portion? Well, 7 for every one of Magnus's wins.
Yeah, and if he gets his 8th victory, he's already got 7 right now.
And Wesley with good drawing chances here. King e6 was an excellent move, getting out of the lateral pin and activating his king, trying to force White's rook away from b7 and forcing the knight first and foremost away from c4. I think this is moving. The trend of the game is in Wesley's favor here. He should not lose this with accurate defense.
I like it. He only has 1 minute and 13 seconds, though. Rook g8, what is Magnus doing? He's got g5 coming, and the bishop is running out of squares.
Whoa, but he's blundered rook b3.
Oh, he missed it.
He might lose it.
He missed it.
Black wins back the knight with 2 extra pawns, and he's just realized it. It's a great idea by Magnus, but Wesley has to be very careful where he puts his king. Yeah. Because if you put it on c6, amazingly, if we could pull up an analysis board, Danny, I think this is worth showing.
Yeah, and let's do it.
If instead he had done
find
king
the right
c6,
square, but let's show how you could have gone wrong with king to c6.
So knight takes c3, rook b3, and you're like, well, how could White possibly save the knight? Well, the point is rook c8 check. If you go to d7, you give up c5, and White defends the knight. So you have to go to d6. If you go to b6, you give up the rook. And here you allow the rook to navigate over to d3, and white maintains his loot. So Wesley remaining on top, remaining alert.
If you go here, there's a check and a win of the rook this way. So, all right, Magnus is going to fail at his... He's going to fail at his adoption task. I said it. I'm jinxing them. Commentator's curse.
Okay,
Wesley got himself a remaining net.
The only way Wesley actually loses this is basically he misses some sort of mating net. But does he have a way to play for a win here? Oh, takes e7, takes h7.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Wait, why give up
Wesley,
2 pawns like that?
Wesley should have taken the draw there with just checking the king with the rook, but now we're in an all-out scramble again where Magnus has winning chances once more.
He does, although if Wesley plays his cards right and pushes that c-pawn at the right moment, he should have enough to counterbalance white's pawn majority. I mean, rook h8 or something seems right to make sure that you can stop the pawn from behind, because doing it from c7 is way too flimsy.
Yeah, there's too many checks, too many ways you lose your knight, so don't put your rook on that on pre-square. Well, he does play rook h8.
Draw.
Draw?
Draw.
Draw?
Wesley thinking about it, but there's nothing black can do here.
There you go.
He avoids adoption, at least.